Dear student, welcome to Ivy Professional School. In previous video, we are talk about Pandas library. Using Pandas library, we can create a data frame in Python by simply importing the library into our worksheet. Then you have to write the data of the tables manually, and after that you have to put the columns and pass it through the data frames. And also we learn how to create a table by importing a CSV file into the worksheet. Now today we are going to discuss about row and column operation using the pandas library. Okay, now create a tables once more. After running this command, we can create a student table, and I name the student table as a data frame. Now you can see we have a columns over here, the student ID, name, age, gender and city. Now if we want to select particular one column, for that we have to write this command. What is this command content? This command content of the table name first, and inside the square bracket I have to mention the column name. Now let's run it. After running it, now we can see only those name only here. See over there. Now suppose if we want to select multiple column at the same time, for that we have to give the table name first, then inside square bracket we have to create one more square bracket over there. Under that square bracket we can mention all those column name of the tables. Now run it. See over there. Now we have two columns, name and age. It's giving the data of the columns. Clear? Now let's come to the row operation. Suppose we want to see particular row of the table. Suppose if we want to see the table of 𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐞, for that we have to write a command like this. First I have to mention the table name, then I have to write the location over there. Location is we have to give the row index over there. Suppose the row index of 𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐞 is 2, then we have to put 2 over here. Now after putting 2 we have run it. Now see, it gives the details of 𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐞 over there. Now if we want to select multiple row at the same time, then we have to do the same thing just like column operation. First we have to write the name of the table, then we have to give the location of the rows. To give the location of the rows, we have to give the index of the row inside a square bracket, and also we need to put another square bracket outside of the index number. Now let's run it. Now see, we have two rows over here. Where the index number is 0, it is giving the details of urban, and where the index number is 2, it gives the details of the 𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐞. Now if you want to filter the data just like SQL, suppose we want to only see those student name whose age is 25. For that we have to give the table name first. After table name we have to mention the column inside a square bracket, then we have to give the values over there. After completing it, we have to again put the data frame outside the inner data frame. Now let's try it. Now see, it's give only the details of 𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐞 because only 𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐞 has age 25. Now let's try to add more column into the table. For that we have to write a command like this. First we mention the table name, which is data frame, then inside the square bracket we write the name of the new column, which is marks. Then we are assigning the values for every rows. See over there. Now let's run it. Now see, we are adding new column over there, and it's have a values for 3 rows. Now let's come to the deletion part of the column. For that first we have to mention the name of the table, then we have to write the drop function, then again inside a bracket we have to write the column name, which is marks. Now after doing all this stuff, we have to store the entire table, the new table which excluded the column marks, and store it into the data frame once again. Now let's run it. Now it is giving the data over here. Now once again we are adding the marks column into the table. In this time we are using the insert function. Insert function give us the access to add the column at any location. Like we want to add the marks column at index 3. For that we have to write the table name, then we have to mention the function over here, then we have to give the location of the column, then we have to give the name of the column, then we are giving the values for the column. Now let's run it. Now see, at index 3 we are adding the marks over here. Suppose this is index 0, this is index 1, this is index 2, and marks is at index 3. Clear? Now let's see how to rename a column. For that we need a rename function over here. First we have to give the table name, then we have to write the function rename. Inside the bracket we have to write the name of the column which already exists, and then we have to write the new name of the column. After that we have to store this new table into the existing table, then we have to run it. Now see, we rename the marks into the match test. Now let's see how to drop a row from a table. For that we have to write the drop function over here. Inside the bracket we have to mention the index number of the row. After writing this query we have to store into the table once more time. Now see what's it given. It will delete the index 1. Now see over here, we only have 0 and 2 row index, but 1 is deleted for now. Now let's insert a new row into the table. For that we need a log function over there, and after writing the function inside the square bracket we have to mention the row index. After mentioning it we have to write the values of the rows, and every values need to be aligned with the column. For now we are giving 4 for the student ID, the name is Polo over there, age is 26, the match test marks is 95, the gender is female, and the city is Kolkata. Now let's insert the new row and read it and run it. Now see, in index 4 we are having a new row over there. Now let's add one more row at the end of the table. For that we have to find the length of the data frame. Suppose the length function give us the length. Now we are giving the length in the location part, and we are giving the values of the rows. Now let's run it. Before that we have to align it with the existence table. For that we need to put the marks of the match test over there, then run it. Now we can see at index 3 we are having a new row over there. Now let's see how to update us value of a row. Suppose we want to change the age of Polo. For that we need to give the location of the row, then we have to write the name of the column, then we have to give the new value for there. Suppose there is a age, the age of Polo is 26. After executing this query, now we are having the age of Polo is 25. Now let's see how to change multiple values at the same time. If we want to change multiple rows value, for that we have to give the every row location over there, then we have to write the column name over there, then we have to give the values over here. Now let's see what's going on. Now see, after executing this part, now we are changing the age of Arpan. Before it is 26, now it is 36, and we are also changing the values of age for Nitika, which is before 25 and now it is 38. For today we are done.